Welcome to Beyond the Darkness.
Donde hablaremos del más allá de la oscuridad.
One more episode, and now we're not at home. We actually had to travel for this one. How you doing, Mr. Raymond?
I'm here with Frankie, and I'm doing really, really good. How about you, chaps?
Oh, we got a special guest. We got Frankie. Frankie the monkey's in the house today.
We got motherfucking Frankie, bro.
We got Frankie in the house.
Yes.
Bro, we had to leave our home of Laredo, Texas, and we came all the way to San Antonio, because we got the news of this hotel here in San Antonio called the Holiday Inn Express at the Riverwalk. Story goes, well, not story, right? But the actual facts is this hotel used to be the old jail, prison for San Antonio, and this was the place where they would do the executions. Am I correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Dude, I mean, the rich history that San Antonio has with numerous haunted hotels, bro. I mean,
Plenty, yes.
plenty of, going from, the thing that everybody talks about is the railroad tracks where the kids, had that tragic accident years ago, to Manger Hotel, to the one here in Holiday Inn, that now it used to be the old county jail. And the history about this place, what I like is the research that we did,
Yes, we actually did extensive research for this place, and I came upon this place, like almost 10 years ago.
Really?
Yes, 10 years ago I came to San Antonio with my wife and my daughter, and here at the, what's it called, the Alamo?
Okay.
Yes, at the Alamo, outside, they were hosting this little, ghost tours, and we decided to get the ghost tour, and they take you around the downtown area and show you some of the haunted places.
Oh, okay.
Well, the last place that they showed us was actually this place, and they actually told us, could you believe that this place is haunted? And you come outside and you see the Holiday Inn, and it looks like any other Holiday Inn,
Right.
So you're like, no, I don't think this place is haunted. It looks like a normal hotel. And then they're like, look closer. And yes, when we were looking closer, what we noticed was the windows.
Yeah.
If you see the front windows of the hotel, you can realize that they're like jailhouse windows. And that's when they mentioned to us that this hotel used to be a prison,
When you first told us about it, after we did the research, I mean, even reading the story, it doesn't know justice as actually being here in San Antonio, Texas, and actually looking at this hotel firsthand. I mean, you get this ominous feeling just walking into the building, bro. I mean, just the front of the building, it's intimidating.
Especially with the building that's right in front of the law offices.
Yeah.
That shit looks creepy as fuck, bro. For reals. It
does.
Creepy. And look, 10 years ago, it didn't look like this. Right now, you see, we got all this bright light and it's all remodeled.
Yeah.
10 years ago, they actually had, old cell blocks down here,
Really?
Yes, it was fucking crazy. I remember when we came in, I was like, what? This is a real jail. And they told us some of the stories and everything. And today when we walked in here, I was amazed because now it looks totally different. I mean, it's the brand new remodeled hotel. But like you said, the history behind it, man. You walk the hallways, when we were going to our room, and you get that feeling, right? There's tons of people in the hallways and shit,
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I want to tell, all the people that are listening to us, all our fans, and I shit you not, we checked in earlier today. And what was it, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that we checked in?
3 p.m. That's correct.
Yeah, around 3 o'clock. As soon as we checked in, took all our stuff into the room, I mean, you heard the knocks.
Bro, that was actually fucking crazy because Renee was there with us. We were doing this way. We're in the room. We haven't been in the room for more than 45 minutes.
Exactly.
And I hear knocks coming from the restroom, and I tell you guys, hey, I heard some knocks, and Renee's like, no, it's the toilet. And I was like, what kind of toilet knocks? You know what I'm saying? And then 10 minutes later, boom, 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 boom. And then I saw you make a face, and I was like, yeah, this asshole heard that shit too. And then you're like, I heard some knocks, and then Renee's like, nah, it's the toilet again.
Yeah, I don't think the toilet does that.
I don't think that was the toilet, Renee, honestly. I don't think that was the toilet. But first of all, let's start with this way. We get to San Antonio today at what? At 12? And we didn't
Yeah.
come straight to our hotel because they tell us our check-in is at 3.
Yeah.
But we get the story from this guy at the gas station about the train tracks,
Yes.
which I thought were fucking crazy. You know that to the people that are listening, and maybe they don't know about this, there's some famous train tracks here in San Antonio where an accident happened. A school bus filled with kids had an accident with the train, and everybody on the school bus passed away. The driver, 2 teachers, I believe, and the students. So the area around this place, it's like the streets, they're all named after the kids that died. Like we saw today.
Yeah.
But if you park your car like right before the train tracks, like you could actually feel like if someone's like pushing the car, right? That's what we felt when we turned on
Yeah.
the truck. Right?
We've definitely felt that energy.
And then we still get like some free flour from some people to put on the backside to see
Yes.
we get marks. And bro, that was crazy how at the end, we actually had like finger marks on the vehicle,
That was totally
and the
crazy.
other people that were there, like they all had like little finger marks on their vehicles.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome because next week we're gonna be uploading the video. Is it gonna be next week, Rene? Yes, right. Next week we're gonna upload the video of El Más Allá de la Oscuridad. We're gonna have the train tracks. We're gonna have some of the footage from here from the hotel. But tonight after this, we're heading to a very famous bridge. I believe it's called what? The Donkey Lady
The Donkey
Bridge?
Lady.
So we're gonna be headed that way around what, 12 a.m.
More or less about 12 a.m.
And we gotta go back to the train
And
tracks.
we are gonna go
and
back
we
to
gotta
the
finish
train
where we
tracks.
started.
Yes.
But here we are at the Holiday Inn Express Riverwalk. So you saw the history behind it. What were your first thoughts about it?
As always, I was always skeptic about, if it was really haunted or not. Despite of what we read and whatnot. So but being here, it's kind of make me change my mind.
It's crazy because you come in here knowing that this building was built actually in 1878. And of course, we look at the building right now and it's all remodeled, like we said
Yeah.
earlier. But the windows in the front, the windows on the rooms, like they're original windows, you can see the little tapings that it says what, don't touch the windows or something like that.
That's what got me because
Yeah.
yes, the fact that you can't touch the window, you can't even open the windows.
Yeah, you can't touch them.
Yeah, just
They're the original windows from 1878.
yes.
That's fucking crazy. Now, we have a couple stories from this hotel, and we're going to get to them. We actually had a good interview with one of the hotel's, management staff, I believe?
Yes.
And she basically told us a couple good stories. She's also going to be part of our video of El Más Allá de la Oscuridad. And they actually were super nice to us here at the hotel because they gave us not just the permission, but they're allowing us to do whatever we basically want with this. They told us, you guys want to do a podcast in the middle of the lobby? Go ahead. You guys want to get your cameras, record around inside the hotel? Go ahead. Like, they were super nice towards the idea of what we were doing. And one of the stories that she was telling us, it reminded me of another similar story that they told us from this hotel when she was telling us about how she got scratched in the room.
Well, yeah, when we did the interview with that lady, the stories, and not only that, the videos.
Christine was her name, right?
Yes.
Christine.
Yes, Christine.
The videos that she shared,
Oh, yeah, she had videos.
dude, I saw the black orbs, and
Yes, I did.
dude, I shit you not, dude, they were scary.
You're putting those videos on the El Más Allá? We have videos from Christine that she shared to us that they recorded here at the hotel, where they see like this black orb fly across the room, and where
Yeah.
you can fucking see that shit, like you can see it, like,
Clear as
that's
day, bro.
fucked up.
Clear as
Yes,
day. And not only that, bro, the story that she shared about her working with that other male coworker,
Yeah.
that something threw the soap at him.
Mm-hmm.
A bar of soap was thrown to him.
That was crazy. Like,
come on,
for something to actually pick up an item when it's wet, that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. But let's talk about one of the main characters in this hotel.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard this name before, but I'm gonna mention the name Clemente. Does that ring any bell?
Clemente.
Clemente.
Refresh my memory on that
So
one.
the story goes, and it's from this hotel when it was a jail back in the 1800s. I believe actually it was around 1920, if I'm not mistaken. There was a case that happened here in San Antonio where a man named Clemente, who was walking from another town that was close by, he was walking around like one of the rivers here.
Okay.
And I guess the man felt tired or something, and he wanted to stop to get some water. When he stops to get water, there's two little kids playing around alongside of the river. Well, the story goes that this man kind of tried to attack the little kids. There was two brothers. One of the brothers got away. He ran away.
Really?
The other brother, he wasn't so lucky. This man got him. They say he got him and he knocked him down with a rock. He hit him with a rock in the head. The kid kind of fell unconscious, and this guy Clemente takes out a knife. And he starts slitting the kid's throat. He not just kills the kid. After he kills the kids, he opens up his head. He takes a piece of his brain. And he takes one of his eyes. And he puts him in his pocket and just fucking walks away. Walks away.
That's sinister.
Mind you, at the same time that this fucking shit's happening, the other brother, he gets to run away. He told his parents or someone, so they alerted the laws. And I think it took him like 2 days, but they found this Clemente character and they brought him to the prison here where we're sitting at right now. And it was one of the fastest. What do you call it when they're gonna like judge a person, when they're gonna do a, ¿cómo se dice? Cuando le van a dar un sentence, when you're going to make a sentence. Yeah. It was one of the fastest sentencings that they had here. They actually did it in less than 3 days. Sentence was that he was going to die by hanging. They're going to hang him.
Well, good for him. He deserved that shit.
He deserved that and more. So they do the little court for him, but it was actually open to the public. So the people from the town back then, they got to come to the prison to witness this because it got all over the city about this act that he did, how he killed this little kid.
Brutal.
So they say that the streets in front of us, they were filled with people like going crazy.
Yeah.
They take him outside. They do the sentencing for him, and when they told him like if he had any last words, his last words were, "If his brother would have stayed, I would have done the same thing."
God,
yes,
no
bro,
heart,
no fucking heart. Like those were like his last words. Like if his brother would have stayed, like I was gonna do the same thing to him. People went crazy. They say that they started to make kind of like riots outside of the jail. So yeah, they you know what? We're gonna have to hang this man Clemente. So what they did, they took him to, I don't know if it was on the second story or the third story where they were doing the hangings. But all I know is they were going to do the hangings and open up the top floor where they hang the people.
Yeah.
And they let in a crowd of almost 150 people come in to witness this.
Well, that's a lot of people. I mean, we don't think about it, Dave, but 150.
Look at this space right here. Imagine 150 people in here.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, you can't fit them all.
So for this sentencing, for this act where they were gonna kill him, they were gonna allow 150 people in here so they can witness to a hole where he comes down swinging, where he's hanging, right? What they didn't know was gonna happen is when they did this, his kind of his neck tore up and there was like one of his veins like it just started to squirt blood from the top to all the people at the bottom So when this happens, can you imagine 150 people staring up at this man, and then they all get blood from this guy all over them, So what they did after this, that's when they say, you know what, no more executions. Like they thought it was too gruesome after that, and that's when they decided to close it down with the executions here at the prison, And I believe a couple years later, actually in 1962, that's when they closed down the prison. They moved to another place here in San Antonio, a bigger place. And then I don't know who came. They bought them out, and they just turned it into a Holiday Inn. And that's just one of the craziest stories that they have here, the Clemente story.
Yeah.
You go online, you search Clemente, the prison, everything, and the story comes out. There's like an original jailhouse card that they have a picture of that he wrote, where he's basically saying that he doesn't feel guilty for any of the crimes that he did. Like to him, it was something like, whatever.
Yeah.
If it was a kid, if it was an animal, whatever it was, I was gonna kill it. That's how he felt,
He felt no remorse whatsoever.
No,
Well, this rich history that this place has, I think it's awesome, and I'm glad that we're here doing this podcast. I'm glad that we were able to get the permission to film. And I can't wait to see what we find later on today. I mean,
no, imagine after this is like the story of Clemente, where that's one of the stories where there's other stories of people committing suicide or things like that. I want to see at night, I'm talking about the AM hours when we're recording, Like if we get to see anything with like even the noise way. I brought my voice recorder with like definitely I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to get some noises out there way. I want to go to the back part of the hotel where the swimming pool is at. Like they kept all the original wall like out the outside of the hotel.
Right, right.
They kept the original like the wall. It's the original from the jail way. Like there's parts on the wallway that there's still like little writings from when there was a jail. Way. Like that's fucking crazy.
I started seeing that earlier today. I kind of went live a little
Oh, you
while,
did a live video back
a
then.
little while ago, and I mean, it's crazy. Like leaving that wall there. I mean, wow, it's very surreal.
It feels like it's not a. It was never a prison though.
No,
But when you walk in here though, like you just said, like you do get that like kind of upness feeling with like, especially not on the lobby though. It's more like on the hallways way.
yeah,
I was trying to find because they told us I don't know if it was on the third, on the fourth floor. They have like this old artifact from the hotel that supposedly they found it when they were doing the remodel when they were breaking one of the walls. There's actually they stumbled upon this wall that has like writings of different prisoners and stuff. They told us it was on the third, on the fourth floor. I want to look for that when we do the video.
okay.
That'd be awesome to find right here in the hotel. Way.
Can Frankie come?
Frankie can come with us.
That's
Yes,
cool.
I mean he made the trip with us today.
Yeah,
right?
Frankie's cool. Yeah, but hopefully, room 215 will be.
We'll be okay because we're in the second floor right
Yeah,
now.
we are.
We're on the second floor, and I think it's like she didn't say it was the most haunted floor. No way.
No, actually, Christine did tell us the floor that gets the most activity is the fifth floor.
You said something about the fifth floor. What was going on the fifth floor?
Well, fifth floor back in the 1900s, when they added the fourth and fifth, the fifth floor was used for what was it called? The execution. It was an execution area.
Like an execution chamber? What?
Yeah. So I mean, because they stopped doing the whole lynching thing, and then they started. It was more humane to
Yeah.
do the execution chamber. So I'm assuming that's why that has the most activity at night.
You know what was also fucking weird, way? They were telling us that here at the lobby, way, it was like the office that they have back there.
Yeah.
That's where the sheriff's office was. Like the sheriff in charge, way. That's where his office was. And in his office, he had this thing, what did you call it?
The noose.
The news way. I didn't know this way. So for some reason, way, in my head, I thought when they hanged the person, once they got him down, way, like they would do away with the noose and the rope and probably get like a new one for the new. No.
They use the same one.
Yes, bro. And to me, that was like, what the fuck?
It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Can you just imagine this? The sheriff, like, hey, we're gonna hang so and so right now. He just goes in there, he gets the news, walks out. They go up there, they hang someone, they die, take it off, goes back to his office, and he just hangs it in there, bro.
Yeah, bro. I always wondered if the sheriff ever felt any discomfort for having that noose in his office.
Well, I mean, it's
mean-
something that's taken so many souls, way, and this is the thing. Well, my thing is like, who's to judge, right? But do you think that all the people that they actually executed back in the day, like they deserve to be executed? Like, you know,
Not like that.
because I don't think it was harder to get like hard evidence on someone back then than you can right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, you can easily like it's more easy to get evidence from someone when you commit a crime. But back then, way I feel like maybe a lot of innocent people actually like we were not making a joke about it, but we were saying like, what if people were getting hanged for like crazy stuff, like stealing a piece of bread or things like that. But I'm pretty sure the sheriff probably witnessed something having that thing in his office, bro. Like that's fucking crazy, man.
It is because I mean, regardless whether you did a crime or you were innocent, dude, a person's a person.
Yes.
A person's a person, and who are we to play God and take somebody's life? Nobody.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the main reasons why they did away with all this here in this place, way. I mean, even though they did away and they did the remodel and they turned it into this nice hotel, like we say, when you walk the hallways, you can feel something, way.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I don't know, it's sad, but it's like kind of depressive, way. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, it's kind of very bright, way. And when we go in the hallway, way, it looks like kind of like The Shining, way. You know that scene where they're in the hallway, way? That's how the fucking hallway looks, way.
When we were walking in the hallways, it feels like one of two. Either someone's walking with you or someone's looking at you as you're walking.
When we were walking, we were looking for this artifact that they have here at the hotel.
Yeah.
I saw you look down the stairway's door, and you kind of like freaked out. What
I
was that?
flinched a little bit.
Why?
It just.
Did you see something?
I didn't. No. I can't say that I
because
saw.
I saw your face. You were like, "Dun dun." You did the whammy one, right? Like,
Yeah.
You looked and then you look and you look back like you had seen something, right?
I thought I did, but no, I did not. I mean, I'm not gonna go on, lie about it and say, I'm not gonna go make it more what it is. But I did have that weird feeling like someone is looking at me.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, bro. I'm very excited to see what we find, dude.
Excited to spend the night. They're excited.
Very excited.
It's gonna be a fun night though. It's gonna be awesome though, cause I mean, I wanna do like a walkout way, like to the outside of the hotel way, just to see what we can. Cause it's funny way, cause right now it's 9:17 way.
Yeah.
And when we were outside way, it was like kind of deadish way. Like you didn't see a lot of people like walking around or anything, way.
No, but we do have. When I met somebody right now, the guy that does the.
Oh, that's true.
valet,
The guy from the valet, way.
Yeah, he was talking to us. He was like, "Hey."
He said he had a story.
He did. And
So
the
we're
funny
gonna
part-
try and get him. Ahorita we're gonna try and get the guy from the valet. Is that him? No, that's not him,
that's
right?
not him.
No, it's not him. He got scared. He looked at us like, whoa. No,
Yeah.
but one of the guys, he told us he had a very good story and he didn't mind sharing the story, right?
The best part about that is that when we showed up, he actually recognizes. He's one of the people that did, subscribe and everything.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
And he's like, "You guys are here in San Antonio?" He's like, "I thought you guys were in Laredo." I'm like, "Yeah, well, we
That was funny, weird, cause like the guy
It was.
actually like knew who we were.
Yeah.
It was funny, and you know what was awesome about all this experience though, like we said, the treatment and the stories. I didn't expect like to get all these stories like just coming into the hotel like, cause to the people that don't know, once you visit this hotel, you can just walk up to the lobby, ask one of the people here like if they can tell you some of the history, the story, and they give you this paper, and this paper kind of tells you the old history of the hotel, how it used to be the jail, how it used to be here from 1878 to 1962.
Right,
It
right.
gives you a brief of the facts. I mean, it doesn't give you the full stories like the Clemente story, but it gives you some sort of info.
A little insight on what it is.
But we suggest that you look for our friend Christine and ask her for the stories.
Yeah.
Because Christine actually had some very, very good stories,
Yes.
bro.
Shout out to Christine. Shout out
Shout out
to
to
Christine.
Christine because she actually provided us with some of her stories, which I want to talk about one of them. I want to talk about the story that she told us how when they did the remodeling, she actually got to keep these 2 mirrors from the hotel.
Oh yes.
That's fucking crazy. But it was funny how she noticed it. She picked it up till we like kind of said this, right?
Yeah.
Because she was saying that she started with like, I think I took some of the spirits from the hotel to my house. Because she said her son, right?
Yes, her son. That she started noticing that there were weird things happening at her house, and when she said that, automatically clicked in my head. One of the episodes that you had done in the past about certain items, you were talking about certain mirrors being
Oh yes.
like a portal, like a gateway.
Yes.
Dude, I was like, Chinga, you put 2 and 2 together,
Yeah.
dude.
When she was saying that story and she's like, my son, he saw a shadow and then he calls me up and he tells me one of the bikes just flew around. I was like,
Get the fuck
what?
out. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
And then she's like, no, for real. It's like, I have the video. Like, I have a video inside the camera and I literally saw my bike fly away. And she's telling us all this, right, that's happening in her house. And then she kind of like, I say something about like, are the bars from the windows the original ones? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, that's maybe why some of the spirits hang around, because sometimes the items. And right away she's like, I took 2 mirrors to my house. She's like, I took 2 mirrors to my house.
Yeah.
¿Qué te iba a decir? Is that for the... How much time we got left on the live? 3 minutes? Okay, we got 3 more
Perfect.
minutes for the live because we got the live going on right now, right? We got people on the live? Yes, we gotta say hello to all the people on our live right now on our Beyond the Darkness podcast live.
I do want to give
Shout out?
a really, really quick shout
Yes,
out
go ahead.
to the city of San Antonio, Texas, dude. For the reason being is that we've had tremendous love.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been welcomed with open arms, and it's
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere, it's been
we've
great,
gone,
dude.
way, they've been super nice to us. Way like, it's honestly like from the train tracks. Way like, the people that were there with, the ones that say hi, the ones that stopped and asked us about the podcast, like, man, the love felt super fucking good, bro. Like,
It
for
did,
reals,
bro. It did.
like the staff here at the hotel, even the restaurant, like everybody has been so nice here in San Antonio, bro. Like, for reals. And for the people watching us on the live Facebook, our episode is gonna air this coming Friday, right? So we got the whole episode this coming Friday. You guys can go on Beyond the Darkness podcast on Friday. And the premiere is gonna be at 8 or 9? 9, I think. Yeah, at 9 p.m. we're gonna have the premiere again on YouTube. ACG Vits, Beyond the Darkness. So yeah, for the people on the live, we're about to hang it up in 2 minutes, right? And thank you for logging in and checking us out here on Beyond the Darkness.
El más allá de la oscuridad.
El más allá de la oscuridad. Yes. Okay, so this part of the show is gonna get a little bit more interesting because we got a special guest with us. Yeah. We got Mr. Seth in the house here at Beyond the Darkness, man.
What's going on, man?
We're actually in your house today, man.
Yeah, home sweet home.
And thank you for reals for giving us the time for this small interview here in the podcast, bro. But we have plenty of questions from this hotel. But my friend here, Raymond, was telling me like, hey, bro, there's this guy outside, Seth.
Yep.
He works here. He got some stories, and I'm like, you know what? Let's try to talk to him. Said, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. Hanging in there. Another day, another dollar.
That's how it is, right?
Yep.
Said, how long have you been working here, man?
Recently signed on, so it's been about 6 months now.
6 months?
But yeah, so far so good. It's a great location, a lot of history, definitely a lot of history around these parts.
A lot of history, not just in this place, but all over the downtown area, right?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, Sid, I wanted to ask you a question. Before you started working here, you say you've been here for 6 months, right?
Yeah, about 6 months.
What was your take like on the supernatural stuff?
Well, I've always believed in extraterrestrial, maybe not extraterrestrial alien stuff, but definitely a spiritual thing. You know,
like there's like a spiritual realm. Yeah.
Exactly. I believe.
Nice.
I've always believed that once you die, your spirit can linger on. You know. And
yes.
Go out and about, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
And did that like go up a notch when you started working here?
Yeah, I never really experienced anything, you know. I guess I've never really been in anywhere haunted to go off of any of these experiences. You know, you're at your house and you have weird stuff that happens.
Yes,
you know,
noises or something.
Not all of our houses are haunted, you know.
I hear you.
But when you are in a location to where there is definitely paranormal activity stuff going on, and stuff happens, now that's a little spookier than just your lights flickering at the house.
Right.
Now, working here, man, have you heard any like stories from maybe any of the guests here or anything like that?
Maybe four months ago, a lady came down 3:30 in the morning, man, just hysterical,
Really?
And that's kind of what really sealed the deal on it, because she was freaking out, and she claimed she felt somebody sit at the end of her bed and almost grab her legs, like her calves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she said it was enough pressure to wake her up and freak her out. And she was down here in the lobby for probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours, scared to go back to the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, hey, can you imagine like you're asleep here at the hotel, you know, you're trying to rest to go the next day shopping or something, and
Just have a good vacation,
yes, bro,
man.
and you just feel someone grab your leg. That's fucking
and
crazy.
being unaware of the fact that you are in an old jail.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
And then you come downstairs and they're like, yeah, this is the old jail. We got people that are hardened criminals that passed away here, you know.
They're executed and stuff in this
for sure.
place, bro. Yeah.
Definitely, man.
And when this lady came down here, you say she was hysterical. What was like the take on all the people around?
We were really just shocked. Everybody was shocked because we've heard things before, you know, but she was just really impacted by it, you know.
And I guess you can tell, right? Like when someone's like that lady, like you can tell if they're lying or not. But like when you see someone get like that, you know, like
there's the emotions involved.
Exactly,
you know, when the
right.
emotions were that, she was so freaked out, man.
Yes,
it's
man.
kind of like, hey, I take her word.
yeah, like you know
like,
she ain't lying. She ain't trying to get a discount or anything, right?
Exactly.
That's
The
crazy,
emotions were
bro.
there. The emotions were
And
there.
to you guys working here, have you guys experienced anything like personally?
Yeah, personally, this was probably two, maybe 3 months ago.
Okay.
We're all in this lobby area here and eating dinner. It was probably, I'd say probably 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we had a ghost tour going on outside of the hotel, and we were all just in here eating our dinner, and we hear a big old crash out there on the front porch, and there's a wet floor sign up right there in the middle of the stairs, like right when you walk up the stairs, and all the ruckus, you know, I'd go out there like, hey, what? Somebody's out here banging around, you know. And I go out there, and the wet floor sign is on the complete other side of the patio.
Oh, shit.
And the wind was non-existent. There's no wind. And that's the one thing, man, that's the experience that was like, okay, there is something spooky going on here because of the history, you know?
Yeah.
It's because when you're in a place, like a regular place, like you just said, and there's no history, like, you can hear a noise and you can always bring out it was probably this.
Exactly.
Or you always look for, like, an explanation, right? But when you're in this place and you know the history that it has, I mean, it's been here since 1878.
Yep.
And people have died here.
And you got to think, not only were they executed in, I guess, miserable circumstances, you know, being in prison, in the jail, but just their attitude of why they got into jail in the first place, you know? So you're not dealing with kind people here.
Yeah.
You're dealing with probably the worst of the worst.
So the word now was that the worst of the worst around this area, even up to Del Rio, were getting sent to this prison.
Wow.
So that's something that we read, that what you just said, like the people that were coming to this prison, they were not nice people.
Nope.
Like they were getting like the hard knocks, the bad guys. They were getting the real bad guys in here. So it was a crazy place. I mean, there was reports of suicides, reports of people dying from diseases.
I'm sure.
And the hanging. So all of that, I think, is like the perfect mixture for the supernatural, man. And we were actually in here for 45 minutes today, right? And this is something we were talking about earlier. We were in our room, and it was like 30 to 45 minutes, and we hear a knock inside the restroom.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Like a 3 knock, like pass, pass, pass. And at first
Loud
I was
and
like,
clear, huh?
I was like, what's that? And our friend here, Rene, he's like, I think it was the toilet making the noise. And I was like, okay, you know, the toilet, it might have made a noise. And after like some minutes, again, boom, boom. But this time he heard it too.
Wow.
But it was coming from the restroom. And I was just not freaked out, but I was amazed because I was like, man, we haven't even been here for an hour.
That's
an hour.
crazy.
And the weird part is, you would expect that most things that happen to you would happen in the dead of night.
Yeah.
But this was in the afternoon, dude.
It was 3:30ish.
Wow.
Yes, bro, 3:30ish.
Guests coming in and
Yes,
out.
and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's like a nice way of
peak
receiving
hotel
us.
hours,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. We were like astonished by it.
Yeah, we were. And now I was gonna ask you, since you've been here, have you ever walked this hotel by yourself?
No, not the entire property, no.
No?
And as far as like the back area, have you heard any stories about where the back area? I mean, has there been anything going on? Anything?
I know the stairwell.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've heard people going up and down, hearing stuff, you know, hearing people following up and down the stairs, hearing voices in the stairwell.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I've heard the stairwell is a hotbed for spooky,
Okay.
weird activity.
The other thing we were realizing, how the whole wall around this perimeter, it's actually the original wall from the jail.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's something that took us by surprise too, because since we found out that the hotel got remodeled, it was remodeled, we thought everything was taken off, like the old stuff.
Yeah.
And we found out today that the wall around it is still the original
Oh
wall,
yeah,
man.
the pool is actually the old grave site.
Oh really?
A grave site.
The pool.
Yeah,
No
we didn't
shit.
even know that.
Yeah, the pool's. I think everybody was cremated back in those days.
Really?
But yeah, that's where they dumped everybody in the pool area back there.
Wow. No.
That's something I didn't know, bro.
Yeah, see,
That's
in
damn.
This paper, dude, we got.
You need to
this
add
today.
that to the paper.
Yeah,
right?
they need to add that to the
Yeah, you're swimming with these people.
Yeah,
man.
they left that out there,
Yeah.
brother.
that was left out in this paper, man. What happened? So they left that out.
Put a little
a little notation
pin,
on the
yeah,
side, right?
yeah.
That's what we're saying, because we read it, and it's nice because it's like a brief history, right?
For sure.
But so this paper, like, does everyone that come in here, do they get this paper, or it's basically if you ask about the history?
Yeah, if you ask about it, then
Okay.
you're more than welcome to take one. But a lot of people, like you said, they're completely unaware until they see the historical placards on the wall, and they're like, "Hey, what is this place?" And you're like,
Why
"Oh,
do the
well, you're
windows-
in for a
yes,
story."
Yes.
Yeah.
When we came to this place, well, the first time I came to this place, I remember what kind of gave it away. It's the windows. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
look at the windows, and they're actually like the original windows.
The
also,
original
right?
bars, original
yes,
bars, all the
original
windows.
bars from the
Yep.
jail, bro. And on the hotel, on the rooms, they have this little thing we're talking about on the windows that you can't touch them because
can't
they're
even
also
open
like
them.
the original.
Yeah, they're
window-
antique glass.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's pretty dope though, right?
It is, man.
And right now, I'm still like thinking about the pool area. About it used to be the cemetery, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we gotta go take some pictures outside, see what
But
we
also,
got.
you guys got to think the old Spanish military quarters. The Spanish military has been occupying probably the 2-3 mile radius here, maybe 5-6 miles radius, since the 1700s. And so you just got to think there's a lot of different, I guess, people that were involved all in this historical little area, you know.
And
so
everything got like crisscross, right? Everything, because you got the history from this hotel. You got the history from the Alamo, man.
Yeah.
I remember I stayed at this hotel called St. Anthony's.
Oh yeah, the St. Anthony's.
And they actually had this the master suite that was called the John Elway suite. John Wayne suite. John Elway, that's the quarterback, right?
John Wayne.
Yeah,
wow,
John
nice,
Wayne, yes.
Nice.
The John Wayne suite, because when he did the Alamo here in San Antonio, that was the suite he would stay at. And they would also tell us the same thing. They had like different kind of stories out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually see this hotel, and it still gives you like a little bit more of a creepy vibe.
Yeah.
Just knowing everything that actually happened in here, bro.
And it's just dark history, man.
It is, bro.
You know?
It's like fucking dark history,
It
bro.
is.
Like right now, like we see all these people coming in here, and I think none of these people have an
I wonder
idea.
if there's some of them are aware. I
Right.
don't think so.
No. And it was funny because earlier we got some people stop by and ask us what we're doing, and we told them about the podcast. And we let them know we're doing a podcast on the hotel. And why on the hotel? No, it's because we're covering how it used to be an old jail. And they're like, what? Like the wife, I think she was like, what? Really? Like they didn't even have an idea.
No,
of
not a
this.
clue, man. A
So
lot of people. Yeah.
nowadays that happens a lot, right? You get a lot of the guests that don't even have an idea of the
And
what
then
it
you-
used to be.
And then you tell them, man, and they just get floored.
Yeah.
You know, it just
You just
floors
bring them down to her like that.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Now, outside, like, have you guys experienced anything in the front part of the building?
Well, other than that wet floor sign,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, it's only been 6 months, you know, and
6
we
months,
don't
that's
really
true.
venture off into the rooms
Yeah.
where the old cells would be. And you got to think that's probably where it's really getting crazy, because you got to think these guys are just in there for 20, however long they're in there, probably 24 hours of the day. You know, there was no recreation back in the day or whatever.
Exactly. That like it was crazy. I think a lot of people probably lost their sane in this place, man.
Definitely.
For real,
So, and
bro.
like I said, they come in bad and they get executed even worse.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just the emotions that they carry with them to the grave. You know, that's really what makes the whole environment really
Yeah,
dark
very dark and
gloomy.
ominous. Yes.
Yeah.
We were talking how, I don't know, it says here that it was on the second floor that they had the trapdoor that would open for the hangings,
second
right?
floor. Yep.
We were talking about the case of Clemente. Do you have a...
Oh yeah, Apolinar.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a crazy story.
Yep. So they said he has mental health issues.
Okay.
A lot of guys were saying he had mental health issues. I think this was our last execution, public
It was,
execution.
yeah, it was the last
And
one.
so the story goes with Mr. Clemente. He was down on the river doing something,
Okay.
and there's a couple boys throwing rocks at him, or
Yes.
throwing rocks in the river, and he really didn't take a liking to that. And he starts throwing rocks at the boys or something to that nature.
Yeah.
And ends up chasing these boys down, man, and beats them in with rocks and just heinous murders. You know, a couple young boys.
They were actually telling us, when we heard the story, he killed one of the boys, and they say one of the boys actually
He survived, I think.
One of the boys ran away. He only got one of them.
Yeah.
But the crazy part was how he supposedly slid one of the boys' head open, and he took a piece of the brain and one of the eyes and just put it in his pocket, bro,
as
and walked
souvenirs.
away. Yes.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and that's how they actually identified him. Maybe not identified him, but built the case around Apolinar's, because he actually, when they found him, he had the boy's eyeball still in his pocket.
Really?
Yep. And that's
fucked
how
up.
they pinpointed him. You
Yeah.
know, and I heard he actually was going around. Almost showing this eyeball off as
Like a trophy.
token or
Like
a
a trophy or what?
Exactly.
Man, that's fucking crazy. We heard that he was the last hanging that they had here.
Yeah.
Because the day that they did the hanging on the first floor, which is this one, I think they did it open to the public, and where they had, I don't know if it was 100 to 150 people look at it.
Yeah, and also the weird thing about Clemente's case is since it was such a, I guess, it was such a national
yeah.
thing, you know, it
It
stretched.
caught everybody's attention.
Yeah, this story stretched all across the nation, really, at least the South.
Yeah.
And it was a really big. He actually had supporters. Yeah,
Really?
a lot of supporters that came out. It was a really big deal. Supporters and people that just wanted him gone.
Well, they said that like chaos broke outside, like right here in front of the street, like
Because there was
the two sides,
two
right?
sides, yeah.
That there were like riots and all this crazy shit happening in front of the
And
jail.
the crazy thing is the opposing side that wanted him gone. They wanted him gone. So they said, "Hey, we're gonna hang this guy from double the height." I
Okay.
think they raised the rope twice as high as usual.
shit.
Really?
And the story goes, he dropped from about double the height, and instead of cutting off circulation, it just severed his head completely, and arterial bleeding, and he was just squirting blood all over the
people.
spectators.
Yes.
And they have news stories, they have newspapers, all backing it up. And at first I was like, I don't know how the blood can squirt like that, but sure enough, all the newspapers back it up, and these poor folks were just
And it's crazy, bro,
Covered,
because
man.
that's actually like something that's straight out of a fucking movie. Like,
horror movie, dude.
yes, bro,
Straight
for
up
real. Like,
horror
if they were to do
movie.
that movie, bro, like that's a fucked up movie, bro. Like, that's a
I mean, I
horror
can-
movie, bro.
I could see that. I mean, that's a horrible way to go, dude. I mean, one thing
Yeah.
is being
I
hung
mean,
for
it-
what you did.
yeah.
but
One way is you do think about the way that if you did this to the little boy, like you deserved it, bro. But I mean,
yeah.
at the same time, like you witnessed this, like the blood. I can just imagine, bro, like everybody like getting blood on themselves and screaming and
Well, just the spectacle of watching somebody's last breath.
Yes, exactly.
And just the I guess the vibes of the crowd.
exactly
It's like
just the nature behind it, bro.
exactly.
It's fucking crazy. Just being in the same room with someone that's about to die.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
and you got to think of the hangman
Yeah.
that has done it 100 times.
Exactly.
You know?
Now the news for the hangings, bro, is it true that they would say that the sheriff would always have it in his office?
Makes sense. I know. Still currently at the I guess the new sheriff's office.
Okay.
They still have pieces of rope. They still got a
Really?
whole bunch of
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah, they have a little exhibit for this place at the
shit.
Bexar County Sheriff's Office right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we learned about the things from the road today when they were telling us that I think the office was right here where the lobby is right here.
Wow.
They said that was the sheriff's office, but I think that's probably one of the worst cases that this place had, right?
Yeah, but you also got to think just the volume of people. You got to think
Yeah.
out of 50 inmates, all their charges from little charges to all the way up to Clemente's
Yeah.
attempted double homicide, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I think at the same time, I mean, we say this is one of the worst cases, but I mean, we know of this case because of the attention it got, maybe from the
Exactly,
people and
exactly.
from how it spread it out like fire. But I'm pretty sure there was other like bad cases that maybe didn't get as much bad rep like this one did.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, man. It's crazy, that people walk in here and don't have a fucking idea.
No clue, man.
Yes, that this happened.
They go
here.
swimming. We saw those folks just come in from the pool.
Exactly. You just said the swimming pool in the cemetery.
And I
You just
wonder
see
if
people coming
I'm
in.
not too sure, but they could have been swimming back there with Clemente. He could have been one of the guys that ended up in that.
Because you
ended
say
up in that graveyard back
everybody
there.
that they would hang, they would cremate, right?
Yep, I believe so.
And this is the area where they would do the burying.
Yeah, I think that was the burial
crazy,
site right
bro.
there.
That's fucking crazy,
Yeah,
right?
dude, it's just. I don't know. I mean, people can't picture it when you see a swimming pool and whatnot, but
Mm-hmm.
to think that was a grave site, I mean, it's.
Spooky stuff, man.
It is, and especially like you go on these pages like Expedia, places like this, and you see the pictures, right? And you're like, oh look, Holiday Inn, nice hotel.
Nice, look at the palm
Yeah,
tree.
look at
Yeah.
the swimming pool. Like, oh, look at the wall. It looks like an old Spanish wall and all this.
Little did they know there was 100 inmates with their palms and knees up against that wall at one point. Yeah.
That's actually another thing that's true, bro. For real, it's crazy. Well, it would be nice for you guys to add it here on the paper for the people, because it's crazy. I mean, but it's good. I mean, it's not that it's good what happened, but it's some badass stories, man, from this hotel, bro.
Definitely.
Like,
And
for
it's a part
real.
of history, man. You got the good, and you got the ugly. And here at the Holiday Inn Express, it's nothing but the ugly.
You're gonna find a little bit of both, right? Well, Sid, we really want to thank you, man, for your time, bro.
Yeah, man,
for
no
reals,
problem.
man. You actually caught us by surprise with this facts that
Hey,
you just dropped
I'm
on us, bro.
glad I could share some stories, share the spooky love, man. It's definitely inexperienced working here.
Well, you're gonna be working overnight tonight.
Yeah, I'll be here probably till about 3 a.m.
Well, you're gonna catch us because we're gonna be recording around this place because we're gonna see if we can catch anything.
Sweet.
We're gonna do some voice recordings on some audios and take the cameras outside, so we'll see what we get. But once again, thank you, Seth, for joining us tonight.
Absolutely,
here,
man. Thanks
thank
for
you.
having
We
me.
really appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy, bro.
It was.
I wasn't expecting this from Seth, way. I mean, we spoke to him outside, and he said, I got a little story for you guys, but I wasn't expecting the cemetery and the pool and all this crazy shit, bro.
You know, Seth, I mean, wow, he really delivered.
He delivered.
I mean, I thank Seth for being for following us and everything and subscribing. I mean, that's how you know that these are people that like these stories. And,
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of insight on.
Bro, for him to
the
be with
hotel.
this hotel for only 6 months and know so much on the history of the hotel, that's pretty impressive, though.
Yes.
Because he knew, like, he was well-rounded with the history about the hotel here, way. Like, he was pretty accurate with everything that he was telling us, bro. And his stories, they were super good, man.
And the whole thing about the front.
Yes, wait, the sign and all
Yes,
that?
wait. Oh, my God.
That's fucking crazy. Now, imagine this. So far today, we've had, what, 2 people? 2 people, right, today, from the hotel staff?
Yeah.
And they've given us some bone-chilling stories, bro.
Yeah.
I wish we can get one day some of the stories from people who actually stayed here as guests. So if you listen to this podcast today and you've been here to the Holiday Inn Express at the Riverwalk and have a crazy story, don't be afraid to send us your story to Beyond the Darkness. Hit us up, send us a message, and if we get your story, we'll talk about it. We'll probably make an episode, like a recap, right, of this.
Of course.
Of this place, and we'll talk about your story, or we can just post it up on the Beyond the Darkness bulletin.
And as always, Frankie wants to know.
Frankie's gonna be our new member. He's replacing someone, no?
Yeah, I think he is.
He's on the 3rd mic tonight.
He was on the 3rd mic tonight.
Oh, but I gotta say something though.
About what? About Frankie?
If Chino's listening to us right now, he better get his act together. Cause Seth over here, Seth got game.
Oh, Seth brought it.
we might just get Seth in here, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to sound weird or anything, but when I saw Seth, and I mean, he was just like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" You know.
Who is that guy?
He went Conor McGregor tonight.
Yeah, he went Conor McGregor and
went
us,
Conor
bro.
McGregor
But
tonight.
for real, no, it's gonna be a fun night. We still got a lot to cover. We still gotta go to the train tracks.
Yeah.
We still gotta go to the. Let me see if I get it right. The Lady Donkey Bridge, or the Donkey Lady Bridge. One of those. But Seth confirmed it. He said that's like the most famous story. If you grew up in San Antonio, that's one of the most famous places here. The Lady Donkey Bridge. So we're gonna head out there in an hour. Is it Lady Donkey Bridge? Donkey Lady. Okay, I'm getting a note here from Renee screaming at me that it's Donkey Lady Bridge. Wait.
Pretty much, that's what I wanted to say.
We
Yeah.
we gotta say it correctly because we don't want people getting upset at us.
Right.
Is
And
there
if-
anything you?
The asylum. Remember,
Oh, we're going to the
we're
asylum.
gonna go to the asylum. What's wrong with
The
you?
lady over there, she's laughing like, yeah, you ain't going to no asylum, motherfucker.
Yeah, we are gonna go to the asylum.
You're going to the asylum. We'll wait for you in the car. Well, you can go with Frankie. You can take Frankie with you to that
Yeah,
asylum.
me and Frank,
Yes, wait.
Frankie and Seth.
Is there anything you want to tell the people that tune in today to our live? We're sorry if they didn't get to hear us on the live because we were a little bit far away from the microphone, but we really appreciate everybody who stopped by to show support, who were listening or watching us while we were doing this. Thank you so much for that. Oh, yes, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing lives. Every time we try to record our episodes, we're going to be doing some lives. And we were actually talking about the giveaways. We might start getting some things, some spooky, scary things that we're going to be doing some giveaways in our page of Beyond the Darkness. And remember, just share, like, subscribe on Facebook. It's at Beyond the Dark 956. YouTube is ACG Vids, Beyond the Darkness Podcast, y El Más Allá de la Oscuridad. That's our in action videos, which we're going to be recording tonight.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell the people, man?
I just want to say thank you for all the support. The people that were looking at us live. Like we said, the best content is yet to come.
Yes.
This isn't the last time we're going to visit San Antonio. And we're hoping to visit other areas, Corpus Christi, maybe down the valley, wherever wants, people wherever invite us, we'll be more than happy to go.
Yeah.
And this is just going to keep growing, guys. And thank you for the love and support. And On to the next one.
On to the next one. We're going to finish today. We're going to continue doing what we're doing today. We're going to go back to the train tracks. We're going to go to that other place. I don't want to say it wrong. Donkey Lady Bridge.
Donkey Lady.
Yes, I said it correctly.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the best scary podcast out there, Beyond the Darkness.
El más allá de la oscuridad.